Good thing comes to people who wait, but better thing comes to those who go out and get them. Namaskar friends, welcome to Headlines of the Day. In this video, we are going to discuss major headlines of the Hindu, and our first important headline is A Step Towards Fighting Corruption. It is available on page number 6 and here related paper to polity and governance. In this article, we have to know about corruption, issues linked to it, गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव्स, सुप्रीम कोर्ट्स ऑब्जर्वेशंस एंड वे अहेड। तो दोस्तों इससे रिलेटेड कंटेंट हमारी वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है एंड लिंक अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में। उसके अलावा कुछ पॉइंट्स आप यहां से भी देख सकते हैं। बाकी अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो करप्शन हैपेंस व्हेन वन अब्यूजेस पावर entrusted to them for personal gain, and this misuse of power erodes the trust between the two or more parties and makes a democracy weak, right? Our next important headlines are time to count and the delay in decennial census, and ये available है पेज नंबर 6 and 8 पे, and they are related from paper 1 population and associated issues से और paper 3 economy से भी इनको लिंक कर सकते हैं। In these article we have to know about the importance of decennially conducted census, reasons for delay, impact of delay and what lies ahead। तो दोस्तों इसको भी हमारी वेबसाइट पर रिसेंटली बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया गया है एंड लिंक यूनो की कहाँ मिलेगा। उसके अलावा अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो decennial census of 2021 has been pushed forward yet again and is unlikely to start till September 2023 at least. And do you know friends, decennial census is carried out by lakhs of enumerators empaneled and trained by the government in two phases. And first phase is the housing census where data on housing conditions, household amenities and assets possessed by households are collected, and second phase is where the data on population, education, religion, economic activity, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, language, literacy, migration and fertility are collected। ठीक। Our next important headline is A Mountain Reeling Under Human Aggression. It is available on page number 7 and ये related है paper 3 infrastructure and paper 3 environment से भी इसको link कर सकते हैं। In this article we have to know what are the impacts of infrastructural projects being developed in Uttarakhand Himalayas and future prospects। तो friends, recently concerns have been raised against the massive infrastructural projects that are being implemented in Uttarakhand Himalayas, and it has been highlighted that these projects could result in gross damage to the environment, and the construction of highways and railway tracks has now become a prime cause for landslides and their occurrences have doubled over the years। Therefore, it has been suggested that a development strategy for the Himalayas should not come at the cost of environment, and it should be primarily based on region's natural resources such as forest, water, biodiversity and ecotourism, right? बाकी other points के लिए you can go through this article। Our next important headline is Municipal corporations in India are gasping for funds. It is available on page number 7 and here related to paper 2 polity and governance। In this article we have to know what is municipal corporation, constitutional provisions, roles and responsibilities, issues and suggestions। दोस्तों इसको भी हमारी वेबसाइट पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया गया है एंड लिंक यू नो की कहाँ मिलेगा। उसके अलावा कुछ पॉइंट्स आप यहाँ से भी देख सकते हैं। बाकी अभी न्यूज में ये इसलिए है क्योंकि अकॉर्डिंग टू रीसेंट एनालिसिस ऑफ रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया द कंबाइंड बजट ऑफ ऑल municipal corporations in India is much smaller than that of central and state governments। And do you know friends, municipal corporations are local level governments in India and it is also called as Mahanagarpalika, Nagarpalika, Nagar Nigam and City Corporation etc. And 74th Amendment Act established the type of urban local government formations and operations। ठीक। Our next important headline is Has human-animal conflict increased in Wayanad? It is available on page number 8 and here related to paper 3 environment section say. In this article we have to know what has been the latest incident in a series of wild elephant attacks in Kerala and why have such conflicts increased and what can be done to prevent them। So friends, recently a daily worker was attacked by an elephant adjacent to Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary in Kerala, and an increase in the intrusion of people into wildlife habitats and changes in land use patterns by cultivators have exacerbated these incidents। And now what is the solution to mitigate incidents? Both government and society should work together as a single entity and alter perspective towards wildlife। ठीक। Our next important headline is Open Access Movement to make academic papers accessible for all। It is available on page number 9 and here related to paper 2 polity and governance। In this article we have to know what is open access term mean and different types of open access, various initiatives and future of open access। So friends, open access is a term associated with certain practices in academic publishing which improves access to scholarly work and it gained the momentum with the advent of internet in the early 1990s, followed by researchers, librarians, and other stakeholders' interest in reducing publishing cost and improving access. And do you know, friends, recently Ministry of Education has announced a one nation one subscription scheme. Under it, government will negotiate with publishers for a capped and fixed fee to access their papers and pay the fees so that everyone in the country can read the papers at no additional cost. ठीक, बाकी अदर पॉइंट्स के लिए यू कैन गो थ्रू दिस आर्टिकल. Our next and last important headline is India Britain sign and exchange letters for young professionals scheme. It is available on page number 13 and ये related है paper to international relations से. In this article we have to know about young professional scheme, its objectives and features of India-UK migration and mobility MOU. So friends, recently Government of India and UK launched the young professional scheme which will permit up to 3,000 of their degree holding citizens aged between 18 and 30 to live and work in each other's countries for a period of 2 years. ठीक, तो फ्रेंड्स आज के लिए इतना ही. Thanks for listening. For regular updates you can follow us on various social media platforms.